All right, time to check in with forward meteorologist Daniel McFarland. Good to see you here.
Yeah.
Filling in for Matt Brode, and some hopefully warmer temperatures on the way.
Yes, so you guys know the last few days, it's been very cold, especially during the mornings.
Yeah.
Yep, and it looks like it's going to get a lot warmer out there.
Okay, you know, the afternoons usually warm up, but the mornings really, they've been a little frosty.
Yeah, so I've had heavy jackets when I take the dogs out early in the morning, and I think probably a lighter jacket for tomorrow. It's looking a lot better for us out there. Those lows are instead going to be in the mid-40s. Compare that to what we've had over the last few days. Just right around 40, if not below it. And those afternoons, at least after tomorrow, are going to be in the 70s. So tomorrow's still going to be a relatively cool day, as you'll see here in just a second. And we're also tracking a small chance of rain for this weekend. And it's going to be kind of a weird system because we're not going to be looking at a huge snow chance for the mountains. And I'll talk about that in a second as well. Currently, the clouds are moving out. We're looking at 71 degrees, low humidity, and that wind has still come up quite a bit. That's also going to be dropping over the next few hours and thankfully not coming back for your Tuesday or your Wednesday. And when it comes to the highs tomorrow, a lot cooler. And the main reason why has to do with the fact that all this wind is coming in with the front, as I mentioned before, but this is not really going to be a long-standing few days in the 60s, as I mentioned. Instead, we are going to be in the 70s throughout most of this week. And if you're over there in Cochise County, a lot of you are going to also be stopping in the low 60s, so not as cool as you have been over the last few days either. So this is what's going on and why it's kind of interesting here. So this is going to be what you can expect for tomorrow. Not really too much change here, still a bit cooler. High pressure starting to have a bit more influence. And as we make our way into Thursday, what I'm keeping an eye on is going to be what goes on with this low pressure center. If it gets a little bit closer, it could bring down our temperatures a little bit more. But the problem with this one is that there's a second low closer towards us that's going to be bringing up some tropical moisture, believe it or not, into southern Arizona, and that's why we're not going to be seeing that same mountain snow, because we're going to have the warmer temperatures and we're going to have the rain chances. But how strong this one is still remains to be seen, but the early projections do have some pretty good rain values south of Tucson. I know you kind of want Tucson's number to be a little bit higher, but if you live in a spot like Sierra Vista or Douglas, this is very nice to see. And with the way things stand right now, I really do think areas closer towards the border are going to have that better chance of rain. Now, as far as any kind of thunderstorms or severe weather, that's not going to be it at all. It's just going to be a cloudy day followed by some consistent rain, mostly during Friday evening, Saturday, and into early Sunday. And there's a chance it could move on past that if we're lucky. But as of right now, I am going to be dropping the rain chances from Sunday and Monday. So mostly cloudy conditions at that time, and temperatures not changing, as I mentioned before. Another thing I wanted to talk about is these lows. So as we were talking about a few minutes ago with Monica and Sean, we did see those low temperatures down to the 30s. Yeah. We could have lows in the 50s by this weekend. So even though it's raining, that's going to be a huge change. Probably feeling a lot more like October versus December at that time.
Yeah, and we don't just need this rain in the summer. We really need to have that rain flow coming because of aqua filters and everything else that go with it. But we need that nice
definitely need a good winter.
Rain. So
yeah, we'll take it.
Hope it shows up.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. Coming up on News 4 Tucson at 4, Kim Kardashian.